Hey everyone, Wolf Racer here, and we're back with more Pokemon Insurgence today. So, in the last part, we had a very frustrating journey to get here into Helios City. But with that out of the way, we are now in Helios City, and we have and we have to go find the try and go, and we have to find a way into the building, into the tower the augur is in, which is over here. This is where the augur is. As you can also see, there's a sign here. Helios City, Gym Leader East. 150,000 trainers at defeat us. A massive drop from the number we saw at the last gym in Vipik City. Took the average trainer 2 attempts to win. However, as like Damien said, as you can see, there are sky cultists here. And we cannot get through, and we can't get by them. So we had to find another way in. We'll get to that soon. But first things first, we're gonna take this episode to start exploring around. As you can see here, there was an ice hill and a dusk ball on either side of the tower. Down here over here, there's a massive Pokemon over here, so we'll definitely check that out very soon. Pikachu guy's also over here in the bottom right. Back here we have Helios City. That's Jade Tower, by the way, what the name of the tower is. There's one other thing. There's a bunch of things we can do here in town. So, going through them bit by bit. Where actually is this person? It's a statue of the augur. Where is it? Oh yeah, this is the first thing we saw in the game. If you remember that opening cutscene, yeah, it was right here. Okay, there it is. There she is. This person. So, if you picked Eevee at the beginning of the game and you haven't evolved it yet, talk to this person. Do you have a favorite Pokemon? Mine is Eevee. I spent so many years with my little one. Eventually I figured out how to teach Eevee moves outside of its move pool. If you'd like, I could do the same for you. However, Eevee can't evolve while it learns one of these moves, so choose wisely. Oh, you don't have an Eevee. You know, you should really consider getting one. So I can't go show exactly what's going on here, but to put it simply, that person over there, she is an Eevee. She can teach one move from each evolution. So from the other 7 effectively. So, and like she said, Eevee can't evolve while it has one of those. But so I think going in order of generations. For Jolteon you get Thunderbolt, Flareon you get Flare Blitz, Vaporeon gets Hydro Pump, Espeon gets Psychic, Umbreon gets Dark Pulse, I believe. Glaceon gets Ice Beam, Leafeon gets Leaf Blade, and Sylveon gets Moon Blast. Those moves will come in handy in a little bit. And those moves will definitely come in handy in a little bit, but we'll get to those later. Take care of one of my Bonsly. It's free. No, I don't need a Bonsly. Revolves into Sudowoodo, which is kind of terrible. In this house, would you like to trade Pokemon? I'll trade my Delta Lotad for any Dragon type. We do have a Dragon type, but I am not getting rid of Flygon. And I'll probably do that trade. I might do that trade a little bit later. Also, as you can see, I still have Dragonfly as a Vibrava. I'll get to that in a little bit. Over here, let's see what this says. You have a Rhyhorn. They scare you? Oh, Dread and Arrow scare anyone? Maybe a better luck. Team 05 Roar from this guy. When the Torren region was at war with Kanto, they used Helios City as their base of operations. That was before the augur even came to the region. It was that long ago. Here, this person talking about a ulterior library, which we haven't seen yet. Over here, in this house is a bit. Oh, This is Xavier's house. I forgot about this. I actually live here, believe it or not. Running a Vivic City Gym is just a job after all. I'll tell you what, if you get the badge in this city, I'll give you a gift. How does that sound? I will definitely have to we will definitely this is definitely a new thing, because when I played the game before, Xavier was not here. He was only in Vivic City, so that's definitely something we're gonna have to come back and do. If we go into the top of his house, let's see. No, there's nothing we can do here. We cannot get into the top of his house. So that's definitely another thing we're gonna have to remember for later, that he's over here. Now, coming over here to the left side, we have this water over here. We could use surf, but we could use surf and go down that way. That's where we need to go next after we do everything we can do here in town. But I'm not gonna do that right now. In this house, someone training a barboach away. A barboach is not the best thing, so I'm not gonna worry about it. You have a Riolu. And nope. Just checking it. It's important, especially in a game like this, it's important to talk to everybody, because you do not know who will give you items and stuff like that. And back over to this side of town. Let's see. Technically it's illegal to buy and sell Pokemon, but most people turn a blind eye towards it. If you want to buy Pokemon that are really rare, you need to look at the black market. So there's a black market somewhere. That is something we'll have to keep an eye out for as well. Around. Oh, this person. Would you like to trade Pokemon? I've always wanted a Gyarados. If you trade me one, I can give you a Barboach. No, that is a horrible trade. It's a horrible trade. Why would you get rid of a Gyarados for a Barboach? To get a potential wish cash. This person, let's see. I'm willing to sell you this egg for $250. What do you say? No, I am not going to do that right now. But all these eggs and trades and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to get around to doing them and just to show what they look like, what they are. But for now, we have other things to do. I heard the gym leader the gym leader of Helios City has a team based around the sky. I mean, it sounds good and all, but Ice completely tears through his team. We do not have access to an Ice type, and I don't think you definitely have access to Ice type moves, but at this point, no, but right now, we don't really have anything like that. We don't have any any real way to counter that. We were already in this house. I think I've gone through all the houses. Did I go in this one? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I think I've been in all the houses. If I missed one, I'll have to go back and check it again later. But here's the department store. Going in here, talking to this person. Hello, welcome to the Helios department store. We sell all sorts of fun. Which floor should I tell you about? Let's talk about the first floor. First floor has pretty standard gear, potions, balls, repels. We sell different kinds of insects there, as well as fur grooming. So if you have a fur for some reason, you can do that. Second floor, we sell several TMs. Most of our best TMs are out of stock. We also sell equipment related to EVs. Third floor, evolution items from firestones to electrolyzers. We also sell competitive items such as air balloons. And talking about the basement, no, the basement is completely off limits. Absolutely nobody is down there. There's only storage down there. There's no hole that leads to the sewers and to a black market underneath the city in the basement. It's absolutely forbidden. Well, now. So, there's a sewer entrance to the sewers in the basement and a black market. We'll check that out in a minute. But let's see what. But going through here real quick. I'm definitely gonna get some more hyper potions. Looking around, full heals. There's nothing else I need from you. You have a whole bunch of different Pokeballs for sale. So if you want to be fancy, or if there's a Pokeball you really want in here, it definitely would be worth to pick that up. In fact, I'm gonna pick up a repeat ball because we're gonna need a Dragon type anyways at some point. So I think what I'll do is that probably before we leave Helios City completely and go and advance this and then progress in the story, I'm gonna go back and go catch another Vibrava, so that way we can do that trade that guy mentioned. Let's see, level ball, timer ball, well, no, there's nothing that I need that for right now. I'm definitely gonna get a dive ball and a net ball. And that's all I need for that right now. Checking around, full incense, lax incense, luck incense. So if you needed something for money, you could get that here. But as you can see, a bunch of other incenses for which you can use for breeding, things like that. So that's also good. And this guy's the Fur Pro guy. Second floor, we cannot get that item ball right now, so don't even bother with that. Checking the clerk on the left, we've got interesting moves. We got protection, we got protect, frustration, rock tomb, fling, a new move called live wire, which lays an unclosed circuit at the foe's feet, paralyzing those who touch it. It's basically the Spike's version of. It's basically paralyzes any Pokemon that switches in that's not a ground or electric type. So it acts like Spikes in a way. Shockwave, which is always a solid move. Sleep Talk if for some reason you have a Pokemon that uses rest. Checking over here on this guy, we have the standard items you can use for like EVs and stuff, things like that, and a few of the EV berries as well. I don't need any of those right now, so we're gonna ignore that. Going up here though is the more interesting floor. Just like the person downstairs said, bunch of really good items and things like that. Air Balloon, Toxic Orb, Mental Orb, Power Herb, White Herb, Absorb Ball, Extra Belt, a Metronome, Scope Lens, Wide Lens, Zoom Lens, Quick Claw, Leg and Tail, if you for some reason you wanted that. Both of the focus items, a Flame Orb if you wanted Guts, Amulet Coin, which I'm going to buy that. A red card, the eject button, Rocky Helmet, lots of good competitive items there. And we have a bunch of evolution items. So, one thing I should point out, if you're asking the obvious question right now, how am I supposed to get a trade evolution? Well, we'll have a way to deal with that very soon. So, going through these, obviously we've got like the Deep Sea, 2 items for Clam Pearl, Never Melt Ice, the Dragon Fang, the Electrolyzer, Magmarizer, King's Rock, the Protector, Razor Fang and Claw, yep, the 2 Porygon items, the Prism Scale, a Soothe Bell, Metal Coat, Dragon Scale, and the Reaper Claw. And you have all the evolutionary stones. So if you had an evolution that required a stone that required a stone, you can get them all here. None of the NPCs in this building have anything important for the time being, so don't worry about talking to NPCs. That aside, we've checked everything else so far. We still need a way into Jade Tower. Let's try going downstairs. We have a little bit of a maze here. And there it is. There is indeed a hole down into Helios sewers. And as you can see, it is really dark in here. This area is actually kind of big. If you're curious, there is a way to make the area brighter a little bit. No, it is not TM70. No, it is not a TM for Flash, and no Pokemon move will fix that either. So just keep that in mind. But there is an item in here that we can pick up. It's not required to pick it up, but it does help. There's a flashlight somewhere around in here. Where exactly it is, I don't remember exactly where it is off the top of my head. It's somewhere in this little maze. There is something that we need to get to though. If I run into the flashlight, if I run into the flashlight, then that's good. If you don't find it, that's okay. You don't need it it's not required to pick it up right now. Although it is registered as a key item when you do pick it up, so I guess that's the thing. Aside, looking around, as you can see here, we have some. It's even though it's very faint, we have something where we can use seed flare. You can use seed flare down here, and over here we have. Let's see. No Grimer. Let's see, what is over here, actually? Is there anything over here? Anything? There's a dusk ball. Get out of here. Oh, wait, that didn't do anything. Whoops. See, let's just run. Pick up dusk ball. What's over here? Nope. Dead end. But yeah, this place is like huge though, so it might take a while for you yourself to figure out where everything is. But there's a decent amount of items you can find down here. And where does this go? Let's see. Nope. Trying to figure out where to go here. I'm trying to figure out where the thing is that we need to go to. There's a ball here. There it is. The flashlights. Let's see. Where is it? Let's use. And now so the flashlight is back over here. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to get over here. But there's something. Also, there's another one of those statues. Again, we can't do anything about that still, about those Manaphy statues still. But again, another thing to remember for later. But now we can see a little bit better. And we can also which also helps in figuring where we're supposed to go. I'm getting tired of these wild encounters, so I'm gonna throw up a repel. I'm gonna throw up a repel so that way I can try and get through here. There's that water. Oh, here we go. A rare candy. So that's definitely good. I'm definitely going to remember to use it. Use another repel, yes. There's a great ball here that I missed going through here. There's a TM down there. There's also this guy. You found me. You want another move or two? Yes, there's a move tutor down here. He can teach gunshot or acid to any Pokemon that can learn it. We do not have anyone who can. So we'll have to deal with them. Looking around. Let's see, looking around, what's down here? Oh, here we go. That, I believe, is where we're supposed to go. In fact, let me check this real quick. Is this the right spot? No, it is not. This is something completely different. We cannot do anything about that, right? That's not something we can do right now, I believe. So we're going to ignore that. Let's see, flashlight. Let's use it so we can see where we're going. I want to get over to that TM. Okay, I think this is it. This is where the TM is. Yep. There we go. That sucks. TM49 recycle. That basically allows you to reuse whatever berry you pick up. Escape rope, so if you get lost down here, you do have a way out. This is where we're supposed to go, though. Going up here, welcome to the black market. This is, as you can tell by the music, this is a pretty sketchy area. And, coming up here, a wolf. This black market is creepy as heck. I'm glad you found your way down here. From what I've heard, one of the cults has a hideout down here that leads directly to Jade Tower. Let's try to sneak through, but we need to hurry. He could get attacked any minute. Damien has also made it down here. So, exploring the black market area. This very creepy area. There's an Ultra Ball down here. So this person doesn't have anything for us. Going to this house, my name is the Witch Doctor. Oh, this person! So, if you have a Pokemon that requires a trade evolution, this is where you can take care of this without having to trip another person. You can talk to the Witch Doctor. I have a special powder that makes Pokemon contact with another world. I let you use it for free if you like. We do not have any trade evolution Pokemon, but But yes, that is how you get that is how you can get trade evolution Pokemon here. So the way it works, she just talk to her and she'll allow you to use use her special powder, which basically makes the Pokemon think it was in a trade. If you have a Ionic Pokemon that needs a trade evolution item, just have the Pokemon equip it and then talk to talk to her and select the Pokemon you want. The store is locked and Ice stares back at you from a keyhole. We cannot get in there. So checking this door, a thin blue liquid leads from underneath the door. Yeah, so there's definitely things like that. You want to use another repel? No. There is something we can do with this later, but we do not have access to do that. Coming over here, we have this guy. Greetings, I'm the Move Master. I can create a custom move for you and your Pokemon. Custom moves are illegal now, unfortunately, which is why I had to move down here. I don't want to get caught, so I won't make more than one. You hear? You can change it and teach it to however many Pokemon you want, though. It'll always be physical, and you cannot use it online. So if you... That is something. We can use that, but like you said, if you want to battle with your friends online in Insurgence, you cannot have that custom move equipped. Talking to this person, I'm a super smart computer hacker. If you want, I can hack your Pokemon storage system to increase its space. We do not need to do that right now because we do not really need to do that. So we won't bother. I won't bother with that. That's all the houses. That's all the little houses, if you can call them that, over here. Coming over here now, we have 4 vendors over here. Talking to this person, I've got some junk. Yeah, there's a skull fossil, which, if I remember, becomes Craniados, an ice heal, an oval charm, which helps with breeding, which helps with getting eggs. We have a dusk ball we can buy. A douse drive for Genesect. There's no way you can get a Genesect this early in the game without playing the randomizer. Energy powder, old Amber if you want an Aerodactyl. Let's see, this person, I've got more junk. A rock gem, the experience share, which is something I'm going to buy. The Super Rod, which I'm going to buy. The Super Rod's a one-time thing, but hey, it's a Super Rod. You're going to want to get that. Burn Drive, Energy Root, and a Thick Club if you picked up a Marowak or Cubone earlier in the game. This guy has Moo Milk, a Light Ball for Pikachu if you pick that up. A Black Sludge, which I am going to buy one of these because, well, reasons you'll find out later. A Shark Drive, King's Rock, and a Whipped Dream if you want a Slurpuff. And this person has a Big Root, Heal Powder, a Timer Ball, Chill Drive, a Sandchip for the other Trade Evolution Callus that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, and a Stick for Farfetch'd if for some reason you picked one of them up. Over here, okay, this is always funny because this is supposed to be like a fighting arena area. Sometimes the sprites, though, because the way they're moving, they end up inside each other, but they fix when you leave the area. But coming over here now, we have this interesting building. Inside, all this equipment and stuff. Coming over here, there's Damien. Now before you go over there and talk to Damien, I highly recommend you save your game right here and now. Trust me, if you don't, you're probably not gonna be ready for what happens. Let's move forward. Who's there? This area is off limits. Oh, it's you. Wolf, you're the kid from you were the kid from Sunset City Gym, weren't you? What do you want? Are you here to avenge your gym leader friend? Get out of here now, you. Tane, hold on a minute. Guess who it is? Sir? I suppose you two don't remember me, huh? My name is Rakura. I'm the leader of the Perfection Cult. We've met each other in Town back in Sylvan's lab. Yep, this is it. Yep. We are in the Cult of Perfection's base. Or one of their bases, at least. We've met back in Sylvan's lab. Remember the Delta species Pokemon I offered you? I'm glad you chose to travel with one. Every Pokemon deserves a chance to adventure with a trainer. He will say something different if you don't pick a Deltamon, but I don't know what he says. You are on private property. I'm forced to ask you to leave. We are busy right now. Really can't be distracted. I don't care much for you two, and if I had my way, I'd get rid of you two immediately. As a favor to my old colleague, Professor Sylvan, I'd rather do this the easy way. Well, we don't want anything to interfere. We don't want to interfere with anything. We just want to get through. We heard there was a way into Jade Tower from here. We need to see the augur. And why would you two want to do that? Because the Sky Call is coming for him. He's in big trouble. Is he now? Tell me. Why should I help save him? I'm a cultist, Damien. More than that, I'm a cult leader. Yurn's been after me for ages. Why wouldn't I want him out of the way? I don't know. I just thought you would... Actually, I take that back. Let's strike a deal. I have a little project you can help with. To be honest, we're not really a cult. There are legendary Pokemon we'd like, but certainly none that we worship. Our group was founded on the pursuit of a single goal: perfection. A truly perfect Pokemon, one that is undefeatable, inconquerable, and one with no counters, no move or strategy that can stop. All of our plans have been centered around this vision. Delta Pokemon we thought were certain Pokemon that might be stronger with different types and different moves. Now we're trying something else. In the Helios region, we discovered a new battle technique. It's becoming a common practice now. How it works is still a mystery to science today. This is called Mega Evolution. We need to completely understand it. That way we can use it for our own purposes. Tan has a Pokemon with a Mega Stone on his team right now. We want data. If you battle against Tan, we can analyze how well his Mega Evolution does in this battle and how it can be improved. Fight Tan, and we'll let you pass. You're right. You can get into Jade Tower from here. Oh, Recruiter, we don't have time. Let the Sky. Don't worry. We'll make this fast. Wolf, show me what you got. Yep. Then it's the Perfection's logo, and we get forced into a fight with Perfection Cultist Tane, the guy who slammed the ever-loving crap out of Orion all the way back in Suntouch City. He leads off with a level 44 Kyurem. Dragonfly is definitely not the thing that I want to have out for this fight. Bulbapedia, you're a much better pick here. There's Dragon Breath on his team, so yeah, that's definitely something to watch out for. But also, if you can hear in the background, there's custom music. I'm gonna shut up now for the rest of this fight, and just so that way you guys can listen to the music, because it is really good, actually. So with that, I'll start talking again once the fight is over. Just enjoy the music and Perfection Cultist Tane's team. that's enough of the music for now. But for now, I'm going to point this out with Stunfisk, level 45. You might be thinking, oh, it's just a Stunfisk. What is this thing going to do? Well, my friends, remember when we were told that Tane has a Mega Evolution Pokemon on his team? Well, check it out. Mega Stunfisk, one of the many new Mega Evolutions in this game. I'm doing the obvious thing of just sacking off Riolu so I can get a free switch in. Its type is still the same. So that is one benefit. It's still electric. It's still electric and ground. I think its ability changed. Yes, it is, because it normally has a levitate. So now it has something we can use to hit it, and it just used bounce. Just use bounce. What am I gonna do here? What can I do? I have 5 rare candies. Okay, that's something I didn't know. I'm gonna use a hyper potion on Bulbapedia just to waste a turn because Dragonfly should be able to live this. Oh, we got paralyzed. Crap. Well, now I have to switch. Who would be Jade, I guess? Muddy Water. Live it. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention at this point. I did do some grinding. Shade is now level 45 and he learned Crunch. And we missed. He's going for Bounce again. Okay. I'm gonna use a Hyper Potion on Dragonfly so that way I can just send him back in. He may be paralyzed. But we'll at least get a decent shot. And with that defense drop as well from Crunch, that's gonna help. Come on. Let's go for Earthquake. Use Muddy Water. Oh my god. Ouch. Yeah. That was painful. Alright, let's go for Fiona. I was trying to avoid using her. But in this case, she can take this thing out. Like that, Tane's Mega Evolution is down. He does have one more Mon. The Grumpig, level 45. But this is easy. Normally, the surprising thing is that Tane normally saves a Stunfisk for last, so him using it earlier in the fight was actually something I was not expecting. Oh, come on, Fiona. Oh, and the Grumpig used Rest. Fantastic. In that case, Calm Mind. I'm gonna boost my stanza. You snore. Okay. Come on. Nope, we hit ourselves. Come on, Fiona. Come on. Grumpig woke up. Oh, Psyshock down. Dang it. Alright, Bulbapedia. Guess you're gonna be the one to finish this. This Grumpig can't really do anything to Bulbapedia, so let's finish this off. Teeter Dance. Okay, really? Can you stop using... Jesus! This Grumpig does not want to die. Let's go Leech Seed. And then... we're gonna use Draining Kiss. Come on, this thing is still asleep. You woke up, tried to use Snore, but it failed because you woke up. Come on. Oh, and we're out of Draining Kisses. Uh-oh. Come on, Grumpig. Just die already. This fight is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Come on. Charge Beam. So there we go. I think we got him now. Teeter Dance. Okay, okay. You used Rest. Oh my god, jeez. Can you stop using Teeter Dance, please? You don't want Psychic, but I've got a massive attack buff. Okay, that actually did quite a bit. Come on. I flinched, really? Jeez, this freaking Grumpig. Just die. There we go. That Grumpig is down. Perfection Cultist Tane has been defeated. How could you win? Thank you very much. You may pass. The entrance to Jade Tower is just up the stairs. You know what? Take one of these too. Mega Ring. This device allows you to Mega Evolve Pokemon. It's correctly connected to our computers. All your battles you do will be recorded and sent to us. Don't worry, we're not spying you. We only want the data for Mega Evolution. Don't get used to this. I'm not doing a favor for you. Now get going. I thought you were in a hurry. Wolf, you heard him. It's upstairs. Let's go. Talking to these two again won't do anything. However, this door is locked. You cannot do anything with this. However, in the next room over, checking this ball, the Delta Venusaurite. I think you know what that means. Another thing, actually, is I'm going to point this out now. Whichever Pokemon, when you come here, whatever Pokemon you picked as your starter at the beginning of the game, the Mega Stone corresponding to it will be here. So in this case, it was a Delta Venusaurite for me. You can get the other Mega Stones later in the game, I believe, for the other starters. But if you were to come here with a different starter, if you had Delta Charmander or normal Charmander, if you had Delta Charmander, the Delta Charizardite will be here. Same with Delta Blastoise. With Charmander, however, I believe you get the Charizard Y when you come here if you play in Purity mode. That is the one thing to note. That aside, the Mega Eevee stone will be here as well. So again, if you didn't evolve your Eevee, you can come here and pick that up as well. We'll definitely next time I'll definitely remember to point that out. But coming up here, we are now behind the people that we are now in Jade Tower behind the Sky Cultist guards. However, I think I'm going to end this episode off here. It's a bit of a longer one, and we still have a little ways to go to get to the augur. But in the next part, we have some interesting things we're going to have to test drive on our new Pokemon. Also, probably off screen, I'm going to head back and obviously go heal up my Pokemon. There's going to be some fights we're going to do. But I am going to do one thing before we leave. I'm going to use a rare candy on Dragonfly. Dragonfly is evolving. I was hoping that Dragonfly would have stayed alive during the fight with Tane, because for the obvious reasons I wanted it to evolve. But we have 5 rare candies, so I'm going to take advantage of that and evolve it now. Trying to learn Dragon Claw, I'm going to say yes to that. And we got now a Dragon Claw. However, a new move. Dragonfly is trying to learn Dracon Voice. There is 4 moves. What am I going to do? So, Dracon Voice is a new move in this game. 105 power, 85 accuracy, special type dragon move. The sheer force of the user's voice obliterates everything in its path. I am going to actually get rid of Dragon Claw just by learning it. We are also trying to learn Ancient Roar, another new move. 80 power special rock type move. User's voice shakes with a primal roar, damaging foes with pure fear. I am going to get rid of Hyper Beam just because Hyper Beam has that recharge time. And I used another rare candy on it by mistake, but that is fine. Going back over to items, I think you know what I'm going to do. I think you know the other thing, the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to equip Dragonfly with the Flygon Ice. I'm gonna give the amulet coin to Fee. Nope, not Riolu. I'll fix that off screen then. I'm gonna give Volpe to the Delta Bulbasaurite. The Delta Venusaurite. Leftovers that will go to. You know what? I'll give that to Fiona. XP share. XP share will go to Riolu. Anyways, with this longer episode finally over, I have been the Lone Wolf Racer. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode, where we try and go warn the augur before it's too late. See you guys then.